This is Jimmy.
Nuclear launch detected.
Right on.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Remastered. Today it's going to be Light versus herO here on Gladiator. Two incredibly elite players here on Gladiator, a map we don't see very much at all. So top left, it's going to be our white Terran player. It is Light, maybe the best Terran player alive today. Flash is rounding back into shape, so we'll see if he can take that spot again. And in the bottom right, it's gonna be a herO, who is a truly terrifying ASL Zerg, man. Woo! He knows how to make macro hatches, he knows how to harass, he knows how to sack mutalisks, the plagues are great, the dark swarms are great. Woo! So let's see, maybe if Light goes mech today here on Gladiator. Again, a very, very weird map. It looks like a wagon wheel on the mini-map, dude. So, low ground base, harkening back to StarCraft 1, where every single base was a low ground base, with minerals that were like here, and some over here, and some over here, and man, they did not know how to make bases back in the day. That is the case. And it's a proxy racks here. Interesting, on this giant 4-player map. It is so big, man. It is so big. So we got ourselves a third base with a very, very easy to hold ramp. Got ourselves a fairly wide natural here, and then minerals on the low ground. I don't think we're gonna see anybody take these because, man, it's so hard to defend. So all these, yeah, okay. So main natural third, main natural third, I guess. Main natural third. Main natural third. And in the middle, we've got two Vespene Geysers. Again, I don't think we'll see anybody taking them, but Steve the SCV says, I will scout. Got ourselves a hatch first into an extractor and a pool, but proxy racks against a hatch first on Gladiator, especially cross spawn, is very good. Very, very safe. Alright, man. Steve the SCV says, no creep. Bottom right it is. Run! Run towards the bottom right. Pool almost done here. And this could be a sneaky twofer. You don't know. You don't know if this is going to be successful or not. Throwing down this bunker. The Overlord sees it. The Overlord's like, oh, okay, so I'm getting bunker rushed on a hatch first. Pull the drones. Lings are on the way, but not quite here yet. Bunker. Just zoning the Marines to make sure they don't get inside the bunker, because that makes this, that makes this so much harder. Bam. All right, fair enough. Oh, the bunker is finished. Run! So much micro here. 400 APM here from Le Petit Prince, which is French for the Little Prince. And get him. Okay, another Marine goes down, and that's gonna be it. At this stage, Light's just basically like, okay, I made you lose a metric ton of mining time, so we're just gonna head back home, call it good. Isn't that a book? The Little Prince, totally. It's about this little prince who lives on a tiny planet. Kind of this like surreal experience. It's a French book, so I mean, come on. That explains a lot, right? So I like the Lings on the counterattack here quite a bit. They're like, la 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 la. Ooh, got an SCV. Ooh, gonna get a Marine too? Absolutely gonna get a Marine. Yep, one Marine, one Ling down. Another SCV died though. That's pretty good. On the counterattack here, not too shabby. Look, second base is up from herO. He lost a couple drones, but really not that many. He's still at 15 workers. His Lings are harassing all this stuff. And, I mean, our guy Light doesn't have a landed barracks at this point. This one's almost done, but this one's floating. So he's got 3 Marines in a bunker, and that's all he's got. He's going to expand at this stage, too. Overlord can see this. Overlord sees that we're expanding, so it's not some kind of like a 2 racks, 3 racks follow-up come kill play. So what you want to do at this stage is probably get a third base as soon as you can. I do like the idea of getting mutas out quickly here, although it doesn't take that... It's not that hard to get an engineering bay out and an academy, start getting range, start getting some turrets up to be just in time for these mutas whenever they show up. Third macro hatch, rather, is on the way here. from herO. But yeah, so I think I read The Little Prince in like 8th grade English class, if I remember properly. And it was weird, man. I don't remember a lot else about it, other than it was tiny. When I say it's a tiny planet The Little Prince is on, it's like, I don't know, 5 times the size of him. Like, it's just teeny, 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 tiny. I'm sure it's some allegorical story about, I don't know, politics or the human condition or something that I just didn't pick up on because I was, 13 years old. But, I don't know. Teacher maybe tried to explain it to us. Regardless, we're doing a main arc transfer up to the natural base. Marines poke out to see if there are any Marines or Zerglings hanging out there. There are no Marines out there either. That'd be pretty weird. Engineering bay coming in. We got a stim research. Stim better than range when you're trying to deal with stuff in the early game as a Terran player. Spire taking its time getting here, and maybe Ling's checking to see, do we want to go for a third? This Marine ball, little bit dicey. I don't know if we want to try to take a third base. Again, narrow ramps are easy to defend for us. We get a couple lurkers on that thing, and it can't be broken until tanks or science vessels are out. But at the same time, we're not that close to lurkers at all. So this is crazy out of light. Light's like, you know what? I've got stim. I mean, I don't have any medics or anything, but hey, let's come down. Oh, herO, are you being such greed? Such greed right now. 27 drones. Speed is not done yet for his Lings. It's on the way, and 7 mutas are popping, but there is nothing else here. Drones have to full evac the natural base. There's no defense whatsoever. A fire bat. Oh my gosh, 2 fire bats are here too. Run! No! Okay, this is a drone massacre. Several drones go down. 5 drones go down. Holy crap, they're going to snipe. Oh, easy. Easy going to snipe the Spire. A little bit of better micro here. Oh, yeah. The Lings try to save it. Spire dies, and that's it. We killed some drones. We killed the Spire. It's 30 to 20 workers here. That's all we wanted, says Light, and he is on fire, baby. Pun intended, because of those fire bats, man. That was great. So the worker count is decimated a little bit. I mean, technically decimate means to remove 1/10 of something. And we definitely did that. We did more than that here. 5 drones down out of a total of 25. Math. I don't have math. Anyway, the mutas are out, but these are all the mutas we're going to have for a while, and that's going to make Light feel very, very good. I can't remember the last time I saw a Terran player snipe a Spire in its TVT. That's crazy. Well, 1 muta already died. Couple SCVs. Going to get murdered in exchange for that. Where are there no Marines to help with this? Guys, there you are. Joining the party, some Marines. Repair on the turret is a big deal. Another muta goes down. Oh, these mutas are just getting... Okay, well, they had to get some damage done. They couldn't just sit back and feel sorry for themselves. But it is 28 to 24 workers. Still no third base here. Still no Hydra Den. And he's replacing the Spire. Man, I would get a Hydra Den. I would be starting Lurker Tech right now. But this is herO just basically saying, I just want Lings and I just want mutas for the next little bit. But man, it is 2 base to 2 base. Light is bullying. The bunker attack, again, it didn't necessarily kill a whole lot, but a ton of lost mining time there from herO. And then the little weird timing attack with stim and a couple fire bats and no medics, just the fire bats. Gets in there, kills a bunch of drones, more lost mining time as he scans the natural and scans the main. Gets the Spire, kills a couple mutas. I mean, come on. This is a really successful opening here from Light. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, so no Hydra Den means we're just making more mutas once we can. And getting +1 flyer attack, because why not? Why wouldn't we just get +1 flyer attack? At least there's 1 sunken at the natural base here, but dude, there is no indication that we are ever... Muta dies for just daring to get too close to those Marines. There's just no indication of a third base here from herO at all. This game is bonkers. It's another RJB replay. Be sure to check him out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. And man, hit the like button if you're enjoying this game so far. I mean, come on, hit the like button to give a little bit of support to your guy herO if you're a Zerg player. And if you love Light, you have to be liking this opening for sure for him. And just Terran in general has got to feel pretty great about this. 2 base Queen's Nest? Is he trying to go Ling Muta here? Like Ling Muta, Adrenal Ling, Dark Swarm, Plague stuff. No Hydra, no Lurker at all. Muta Flock, bigger now. Your turrets are mine. And the Marines are way out here. Guys. Guys. Okay. This is exactly what herO needed. He is going to town on these SCVs, murdering them up and down, left and right here. Overlord dies for herO. That's not great. It does actually supply block him. And at some point he's like, okay, so I've got 4 Sunkens. That is a lot of Marines. They have +1. They have stim. They have range. Here we go. Trying to avoid that 4th Sunken, but it is firing on in here. 1 Sunken down. Drones sacrificing themselves just to try to make sure that these Sunkens do not die. Drones now fighting. Lings jumping on top of it too. This is still pushing. All 3 Sunkens are dead. The 4th one on the right side is not quite in position to save everything, as all the gas in the 2nd extractor is gonna... My gosh, that extractor is going to possibly die. It is. Hang on, unless the Ling Muta jumps in and totally saves it with 81 HP. The Mutas came back. 4 of them have died. Well, 5 of them have died now, but that medic count just got completely reset. That's another scan in. He's like, oh, you're going Hive, and you do have a Hydra Den. All right. So there's a Hydra Den here. We're going to go ahead and move right into Science Vessels now. It's 32 to 27 workers at 11 minutes, but Zerg player doesn't have a 3rd base. Terran's lost a lot of SCVs. Ton of lost mining time for that Muta attack, too. He's coming back in, man. +1 Mutas are no joke. They're probably better than +1 Marines. Economically. Lurker aspect coming in. How do we afford Hive Tech anything and Hydras and Lurkers and +1 Mutas on 1 base? Oh, he's trying to naked expand. Seriously, man? You thought you could wander a drone over there and take it? You don't think Light was on top of that? Crazy. Mutas replacing their losses. Okay, good. They took down another turret. Let's swap out the injured ones for less injured ones. Good. Wonderful. Let's go. Another turret gets double volleyed down there. Excellent. However, back home, sir, you're not getting a 3rd base. So, ow. Gosh, more SCVs dying. More SCVs dying. Still 36 to 31 on the worker count for Light, but my goodness. That factory getting into burning. Killing it would be awesomer, but into burning and forcing the repair on it is pretty good, too. Because you don't want to lose that factory, right? I mean, just in case you have to rebuild starports or... you know, you have to rebuild stuff. You want to have those tech buildings available. So, Lings are running out here. They're 0-0 speedlings. They do not have Adrenal, I'm pretty sure. Consume is on the way. Defiler's coming in. Actually, I can't assume these guys don't have Adrenal. The Hive's been done for a minute. I checked that production tab. I didn't see any Adrenal, but then I spent a while staring at the Mutas and trying to call that action. Good irradiates, though. Oh my gosh, the irradiate. He brings it back into the group. Okay, so those Mutas are almost not even worth worrying about anymore. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to place a couple bucks on these Lings being Adrenal Lings with 0-0 upgrades. Oh my gosh, a 3rd base at 13 minutes. A 3rd base. It's a modern day miracle. herO's got a 3rd base, but he's been on 2 base to 2 base against Light forever. For 14 minutes in this game. He still is 2 base to 2 base. Another Overlord down. Another supply block for herO. Brutal stuff, man. Scan, scan, scan. Sees that base there. He says, if I can kill that 3rd base, I pretty much win. Unless there's a giant Dark Swarm Adrenaling Muta attack at your natural, and you find yourself in a very tough position, which is exactly what's happening here. Dark Swarm, Ling, Lurker getting in, pushing in. Oh, this group didn't get the memo. They needed to join that party. So, hey guys, you have to walk through Lurker Town, USA to get in here and defend your stuff. herO gets another Dark Swarm off inside Light's main. Irradiated Defiler killing some of these Lings, which is a huge deal. Are these regular? These are regular attack. These are 0-0 non-Adrenal Lings. What is happening? How is this even moderately effective at all? And why is he not getting Adrenal? Oh, but then a group wanders up to the 3rd base. He splits off some of his dudes to kill the 3rd base, which he's going to get. No, hang on. We're distracted. We're totally distracted. Firebat, save us. Oh, 67 hit points on that hatch. What? What is happening right now? Okay, so 34 SCVs to 30 drones. I feel like we've been in this general neighborhood for the entire game. It's been about 30 to 25 workers or so. That's been the discrepancy today. Oh my gosh, Adrenal's on the way. I was totally wrong. The man went Defiler Mound, Consume Plague before he got Adrenal for these lings. These were 0-0 lings with speed. Okay, there's too many Firebats now, man. These lurkers are both dead. Hey, they killed a couple guys. A nice Plague did get off. All right, Science Vessel catching a Plague is always a massive win. This third base staying alive is also a massive win. Defiler Blot. Look at this guy. 84 hit points on him. Super, super vulnerable. A Ground Carapace upgrade is now on the way from herO. This has been a really, really non-standard game, man. I love the 0-0 speedling run-bys. Like, come on. You don't have any armor upgrades, no attack upgrades, no Adrenal. You guys are pathetic. The only thing that can make you worse at this stage of the game is if you didn't even have Metabolic Boost. Okay, now Adrenal is done. So these are the more traditional in the current meta 0-0 Adrenalings. Hilariously. Once again, Light says, if I can kill this third base, I'll win. I don't know what saves it. There's a Nidus here. That, I mean, it represents a lot of potential butt saving right now. Defiler comes in, gets a Dark Swarm down. Scourge gets wiped out. More Scourge in the play to try to deal with these guys. So actually, Light says, screw it. I'm not going to try to push into the third, but I'll push into the natural if you let me. Okay, got to go slow and steady here. Got to irradiate the Defilers, irradiate the Lurkers, one by one here. Lurkers get some Marine kills over on the left side. Light a little bit careless here. He's got reinforcements coming down. But yeah, he kind of split his party there a little bit, didn't he? Scourge connecting once. Okay, never mind. Call these guys 2-1 upgrades. 2-1 upgrades on 0-0 Adrenalings. Not bad. Both these guys get irradiated. They will die, but it's a fairly slow death. Again, just buying herO more time. A number of things that have almost died here. This extractor almost died. This hatchery almost died. Oh, did he kill the Nidus? He killed the Nidus. Dude, getting this third base seems very viable right now. Okay, Defiler. Does he want to get a Plague off? Kind of look at him splitting off. He can't. Light splits off a smaller group of his dudes, comes forward so the Plague doesn't get everybody. That is so smart. This Plague's going to be a problem, though. Defiler? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was a problem. So everybody's plagued into next week. These Lurker Spines are tearing through everybody. Yes, one Carapace Adrenalings getting some work done. But, oh, it is Boxer maneuvered. Oh, but burO. But the burO saves the day. Why don't Zerg players get burO more often? It's great. These drones would all be dead if they didn't have burO. Easy peasy. Oh, Science Vessel's running. Bam! 2 Science Vessels die. More are in the play right now. Light doesn't have a third base. He's building a command center. He's probably going to take this minerals only base if he can. This little guy. Having a bit of an episode down here. You're all right. He's okay. He figured out his place in the world, and now he's happy. But seriously, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is the kind of StarCraft that we get here 6 times a week. Barracks coming up. SK turning it all the way here. Ooh, 2 command centers being built at the same time. That is a CC. Okay. So going to try to maybe float over here while taking this base. Trying to get a 3rd and a 4th base while our Zerg is just sitting on 3. Ooh. Oh, look at this. He's like, that's right. You saw me come over here. You saw me want to expand, but where did I go? Where am I? That's right. Save the burrow drone. See? And the drone doesn't burrow. It probably gets killed. Another one has to be sent over. It delays the base even more than it already has been delayed. Incredible. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Uh-oh. Light might be in trouble. I mean, look, what do I always say? Science vessel count is king. So we've got 8 science vessels, which is really good. Oh, never mind. Scourger making some really nice connections. Ooh, I thought that one would die for sure, but it totally didn't. Good split out of the Dark Swarm here. Plague catching a small number of those units, but not bad. Going to drain all the energy off of that medevac. Yeah, she doesn't have a ton of energy to speak of, but now it is totally gone. 4th base, great Ultralisk Cavern here. Chitinous plating started. And now the Terran, my gosh, I cannot believe that herO is in sort of a position to win this game. I can't believe it. He's done an incredible job just keeping some pressure on Light, slowing him down, keeping him on his side of the map quite often. And then not losing his 3rd base entirely, at least. That would have been maybe a GG, man. Losing that 3rd base just represents such a disaster. Oh, I've been playing the Elden Ring DLC recently. Nice science vessel snipe. It's tough. I know it's tough. People say it's tough. It's tough. I agree with them compared to the Elden Ring base game. But, you know, I've killed some bosses. I had to kind of switch up a couple strategies, which I never had to do in the main game, so that tells you something about the new game, or the DLC. Anyway, having a good time. I can recommend the DLC. A lot of the dungeons are way longer than the ones that you get in the base game, and the castles seem a lot bigger, too, in general. So yeah, if you liked Elden Ring, I can recommend the DLC. Not getting paid by FromSoft for that recommendation, mind you. It'd be cool if I was, though, because I'd gladly do it. I really, really do enjoy it. All right, back to the game, though. We got Lings, Nickelodeon. More science vessels coming out. We've seen science vessels die. Science vessel count doesn't seem great, I'm going to say all of a sudden. Are there really 2 science vessels? This group doesn't even have any. This group doesn't have any either. What? Are we just abandoning science vessels with your SK Terran Strat Light? No, they're down here. They're just down here the whole time? Okay, there's 5 of them down here. And there's a couple of them back here. And there's one right there. Okay, so there's a decent number. Not like it's 15 of them, as usual. Not that much. Dude, this Nidus Canal on this 3rd base represents infinite defense. It almost does, man. Yeah, look at Light recognizing it. He's like, I can't break this. Nidus Canals are overpowered, man. Grumble, 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 he says. But the good news is he's on 4 bases. The Zerg player's on 4 bases. It's 51 to 49 workers, but you don't want to be on even base against a Terran player. Ooh, the burrow almost worked for our little guy. Almost. More defilers, anabolic synthesis coming in. I really don't see a whole bunch of science vessel production. Okay, he just fired up 2 when I started that sentence. Great, pushing down the right side. And the burrow has taken, nice irradiate by the way, has taken the boxer maneuver entirely off the map. Come on, come on. 1 lurker sitting there, but the Nidus represents infinite lurkers sitting there. He's gonna, wow, all right. You're gonna boxer maneuver in. Remember when I was like, it's off the table. I guess the threat of the boxer maneuver, forcing a burrow, is a bunch of lost mining time. No, he's gonna actually kill some here on the gas. That's nice. Engagement down here. Dark Swarm, Ultras, middle of the map. But there you go. Didn't quite get out of the Dark Swarm in time there. Is there gonna be enough to hold on for 1 more day? As a 5th base is coming down that left side. We saw that. Once again, though, 4 lurkers stacked. Oh my gosh. 4 lurkers stacked on this base. Lings get inside that Dark Swarm. Ultras getting in there too. We've got 3/3 upgrades for the bio, for the Marines and the Fire Bats. It is a classic, you know, 2-1 here, but working on further upgrades for the Ultralisks. Pretty darn big deal. 136 to 103 supply drones. Some of them died over here, but acceptable losses, I would say. Defiler gets irradiated, has to kind of just throw down some Dark Swarms in the middle of the map, wherever, because there's nowhere else to put them. But 143 to 104 supply. Light's been macroing hard behind this. This fourth base has helped him a lot. His SimCity looks very cool. He's throwing another command center out to this 12 o'clock. I just feel like, ow. I was going to say, the early game may have put Light into a position that is just going to be impossible to overcome. But, I mean, he's been making moves for bases here for a while and has not killed one in a hot minute either. I love the Spore, by the way. I didn't specifically mention it, but you guys saw it and you heard it if you're one of those people that listen to the games. Okay, Ultra Denial of the 12 o'clock fifth base is very cool. Lings running single file into Marines and Fire Bats. Not as cool, it turns out. Irradiate on the Defiler and probably going to die for it, but hey. Killed the Defiler. Defiler down. Science Vessel down. Even Steven, as the kids would say. And by kids, I mean kids from the year 1953. Okay, another Irradiate. Another Dark Swarm. 3-3 Fire Bats, dude, with Stim. With a little Marine backup. Strong boys. Strongest boys. Pulling some SCVs down to transfer to this new fifth base down the left side, which actually does land. No Ultralisk get denying it currently. But it actually is the natural base of this bottom left spawn. That our guy herO has taken. Good Dark Swarms, Irradiated Ultras. Hanging out inside Dark Swarm, trying to stay alive through this Irradiate. Should be able to, as long as it didn't take too much damage before the Irradiate came in. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a close thing. Ooh, gets a free medic kill. 10 kills on that Ultra. And yeah, he gets 30 hit points. So he didn't die to the Irradiate, but he did take enough damage early on that it was a problem. herO crushing up this way. What the heck? Dude, Light, taking this base was maybe a mistake. He's thinking, oh, wait, hold on. Zerg is a stone's throw away from me. Dark Swarm easy to cast on this base, and then I have to evac. Dude, herO winning this thing would be absolutely crazy stuff. D-Matrix Firebat marching up, trying to take down these. Oh my gosh, you want to kill the lurkers? The Nidus gets killed, but one Ultralisk pops. Is that enough? No. Scourge. Science Vessel down, and another Science Vessel down. D-Matrix the Marines, top of the ramp, holding them. This base is in a lot of trouble, so this base by Light is defunct. This base down here, going after the guaranteed damage of these drones. A lot of SCVs have died, a lot of drones have died. Light pushing down that right side too. This Ultralisk, can it hold against the D-Matrixed Marines? Yes, he can, especially with the Dark Swarm up there. Ultralisk popping out of this base. This game is getting an epic tag. I cannot believe how insane this game is. Everything's spazzed out there a little bit, and the base gets saved. 500 hit points on that thing. 450. This base continues to be alive. But Light with the drops. What do I always say about drops? Drops are insanely good. And this third base is finally gonna die. Light takes it down. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers stuff here. Yo, kills the Nidus. I live here now, says Light. Whatever comes out of that egg is going to die immediately. This one Ultra is sent to deal with this. He's got the 6 armor, but he's a bit outnumbered here. Fire Bats are a little tiny bit tanky, enough to buy time for that death to happen. Light took, he floated the command center over to this minerals only base. He's got a new command center here at the 5th base. These Ultras are desperately saving, but it is 130 to 90 supply. I don't see this working out for Light after losing that 3rd, but he did hang on to his 4th, but is it held on? Irradiated Ultra is doing bonus damage to those Science Vessels because of the Irradiate. Incredible stuff. There was some kind of an attack down this way. I guess the guys that killed the 3rd came down and tried to get the natural too. It didn't work out for them. There weren't that many of them left, but yeah, Irradiated Ultras doing extra Irradiate AoE damage, but also dying quickly. It's a tough look for them. Okay, so we're Nidusing over here. Gonna try to shut down this base again, but I just don't know that it matters. But yeah, last Saturday I cast a game, I posted it, Scan versus Queen. And I know you guys are like, Queen's way better than Scan, give me a break. But the drops from Scan are some of the best drops I've ever seen. I'm not gonna tell you who wins. Scan plays well enough that, my goodness, I'm not gonna tell you who wins, but very, very possible that he did. The drops are great. If you like drops, that's a game to go back and watch. Link's poking into this. It's like a 6th base, I guess. Yeah, totally it is a 6th base. This is too much, man. 140 to 67. The Dark Swarm Ultra stuff is so good, though. Yeah, with the Ultras in there, the Irradiates are happening. I don't know that you can stick around here, Light. I'm just going to toss that out there. I don't know if you want to be here. And then the Boxer maneuver, forcing the drones to drop, to burrow. And just like, I'm stopping all the mining from this base for a hot minute here. Where are these guys? Where do they think they're going? Behind the mineral line, sure, but they straight up died. Man, Light trying to bust this base. Both irradiate, both eraser. Science vessels get wiped out by Scourge as soon as that falls off. Incredible awareness there, but that's a GG herO. Taps out. And Light gets that win in 30 minutes. What an absolute bloodbath on both sides for these players. That was a ton of fun. Okay, so GG. Gee, that is an epic tag game for sure. That was scrap-tastic for the first 20 minutes. There was no third base for the Zerg. There was no third base for the Terran. The bunker rush early, the Ling counterattack, the Muta counterattack, the 0-0 Speedling Muta lurker attack that showed up here, got deep into Light's base and caused all sorts of problems. Really kept herO in this game longer than he should have been kept in this game. The Dark Swarms, the Plagues, the Ultras, the upgrades. herO was squeezing out the tools he needed to win this game. He just didn't have enough of it. Science vessels, are there 15 at the end of the game? No, but there are 6. And they did enough damage over time in conjunction with the things like drops that ended up killing the third base finally, and just consistent attacks. Falling back when you know you can't break a base with the tools that you have. Light was so smart to do that more than once at the third base. He almost killed it too, if you remember that. Yeah, just recognizing to fall back when you need to. Keep that macro rolling, man. Extra barracks, getting those upgrades. Had 3-3 pretty early. Had that upgrade advantage for a while, which is really, really nice stuff. And then just fought and scrapped and clawed his way into a win against herO here. Dead impressive TVZ. So much fun. 190,000 points to 186,000 points in favor of the Terran, who won. Got outproduced but outkilled by similar numbers. Structures raised 22 to 13. Bit of a structure apocalypse here. And at the end of the day, let's see resources. It is outspent by herO, but only by about 5,000 resources in 30 minutes, which is right on the line. I would feel like we're right on the line of having enough of an upgraded or an income advantage to win this as herO. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not even close. Maybe you need closer to 8,000 or 9,000 resources on the advantage. Anyway. Great stuff, man. Just 2 thumbs up for that game. I'm epic tagging it. That was nonstop 30 minutes. Felt like a 45-minute game to me. Just the nonstop nature of it. And then, honestly, the fact that herO was delayed on his third base for so long, didn't get a fourth base until towards the end of the game, and still held on. It just goes to show how good he is. I mean, Light's a monster. Light shutting him down that early in the game really put herO in a spot where even playing as well as he did, he couldn't win. But if Light doesn't get that early game, then I think herO probably wins. He was playing so well. I think he was playing better than Light was. But sometimes the early game snowballs and turns into a win for the player that maybe isn't playing the best. But hey, early game matters, as we saw. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.